Johnny Mary here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at all the upcoming games for September 2024. There is a lot of them. This seems to be like it is going to be one of the best months in a long time. This month is just jam-packed with so many awesome games, so many that I'm super duper excited for. It is going to be week after week, banger after banger. September is the month. And we got a lot to cover, so thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you love gaming like I do, doesn't matter, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, indie, third party, consider subscribing and sharing with your friends. We cover video games daily on this channel, and I appreciate any support you guys give me, especially the support on this video right here. But without further ado, there are a lot of anticipated games releasing this month, so without further ado, let's get talking about games releasing in September. So, if you're on PC, you're actually getting a really big game, and that is Final Fantasy 16. Now, this is one of the most popular games to release last year and was a PlayStation exclusive for a long time, but finally we have the PC release, and this is a very good game. So if you haven't gotten a chance to play this game yet, you will be able to do it on September 17th. And as you can see there, there is a lot of love for this game out there. It is very fast-paced. There's a lot of exploration. It has a good story. And if you love Final Fantasy, then the next installment in that adventure for you releases this month. And there are 2 DLCs to go alongside it. So yeah, pretty exciting reveal there. And in the same vein, God of War Ragnarok is also headed to PC. This is an absolutely phenomenal game. This was a Game of the Year contender in 2022. And yeah, it's Santa Monica's absolute best. You know, you get the amazing characters, you get the amazing story, you get the awesome gameplay. And yeah, this is a sequel to one of the most beloved PlayStation exclusives of all time, being God of War 2018. And this game really just upped the stakes, upped the antics, and yeah, it is really good. So if you haven't been able to try it out, it will be releasing on PC this September. And so yeah, you'll be able to play it maybe for your first time or again, but it will be having extra quality boosts. So yeah, maybe give it a try. On the same level of PC, we're actually going to get to our first new game, and that is Age of Mythology Retold. Now, this is a really heavy PC game. The community for this game is really... They're big. They're bigger than you may think. There is a lot of love for games like these out there, and this is one of the big Xbox games to release this year. And that's just because, honestly, this game does look really good for people into this type of genre. This is actually a game I will be trying out myself. I don't know if I'll love it, but I definitely think it does look good and interesting. But yeah, it does release September 4th, so it is literally right around the corner at the time of recording this. And yeah, if you guys are interested in these kind of genres, it's an RTS type situation, then maybe give it a try. We'll be releasing into Game Pass day 1. If you're a Harry Potter fan, Quidditch is making its way to the gaming platforms with Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. Now, I don't really know anything about Quidditch. I don't really know much about Harry Potter, but the game does look overall solid. It will be releasing into PS Plus day 1, so that is a bit interesting. It is releasing on Steam and Epic September 3rd, as well as PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and I do believe Nintendo Switch. And so yeah, this is really exciting for Harry Potter fans. People have been asking for a Quidditch game for a long time. I mean, it does look pretty solid. Who knows how this game will end up landing. These kind of games are always kind of a hit or miss, but for the most part, if you like Harry Potter, if you like Quidditch, this does seem like an enjoyable entry. Now, this next game is an interesting one, because this is actually taking place in the world of Dead by Daylight. However, it is not a Dead by Daylight game. It is the casting of Frank Stone. From what I've understood, this is basically kind of like a Corey type game. If you don't know what that is, you basically play through the whole game. It is very cinematic, and you basically make choices, play as different characters. Sometimes you may end up getting them killed. Sometimes you'll end up letting them survive. But it does have horror elements. It does have survival elements. But what you can always expect with these type of games is a fun, suspenseful story with really cool ideas. And I think it taking place in the Dead by Daylight universe is very interesting. This is actually a game I wouldn't be surprised if I end up buying or getting later in the year when it goes on sale, just because I do end up liking a lot of these games. But yeah, if you are interested in the casting of Frank Stone, it is available September 3rd, so make sure you give that a try. For you sports and basketball fans, NBA 2K25 is coming out this month. While I'm not the biggest NBA fan, these games are huge. They're very important when it comes to a large community, and it will be releasing. It does look very good. You know, NBA usually knocks out the park with their video games. 2K really sets the standard and benchmark for sports games. And yeah, there has been a lot of hype around basketball recently, especially with the Olympics. So if you're feeling that itch to play some basketball, well, this might be the time. NBA 2K25 is releasing this month. An unexpected remake is taking place, ladies and gentlemen. Disney's Epic Mickey Rebrush. So this is a classic game back during the 360 and the Wii era, where pretty much Mickey gets these painting powers, and he really just goes on a wild adventure like you see there. It incorporates so many interesting supernatural, kind of spooky elements at times, but it is still that family-friendly adventure, just in this case with Mickey Mouse. And you know, there is a lot of love for this game. This is kind of like a cult classic in a way, and they did announce that they're remaking it, which is very unsurprising. No one really expected it. It just really came out of nowhere. It definitely is an odd license to try and obtain, but nonetheless, it does release on September 24th, and there are a few people excited for this. And yeah, it does look like some good fun if you are interested. Frostpunk 2 is such an interesting title. This game, from a just knowing what the genre is, looks like a really, really good entry. This is, again, another RTS type situation. I don't know if that's a specific genre you would call it, but it is basically a city builder in a way, mixed with a lot of strategy. And it looks so much different than what you typically expect from these type of games. And it does look really just interesting. This is a game I'm definitely paying attention to, and I will be giving a try at some point. I don't know if that's day one, because there are so many games releasing this month. But this is a game I do find very, very interesting, and I want to give a try, and I recommend people to give a try if you are at all interested in this genre. It does look like it could end up best in class for this genre, and I know there's a lot of hype around it, and there is a lot to do. So if you're excited for this game, let me know. But it does release this month. Out of nowhere, Capcom, my goats, decided to release a deluxe remaster of Dead Rising. Now, if I didn't know any better, I would say this is a remake, because visually this game is a massive improvement. But nonetheless, Dead Rising is back. It's making its return this month with the deluxe remaster. And boy, oh boy, is this game such a blast. This is, again, another cult classic. Very nostalgic game, especially for those of us who played it on the old Xbox days. And yeah, this is basically a game where you just play as Frank West and you just have fun killing zombies in a mall. There's a lot of cool different things that they do with the story and the way the game's formatted, with doing things in certain time limits, having to stress a lot in a certain ways, but just constantly having fun. And that's the big thing about this game, is no matter what you're doing, how you're doing it, you're just having an absolute blast. There's so many things to do in this game, and it just keeps doing surprise after surprise. So many fun characters. This really is a special game. And so if you are at all wanting to replay or possibly play Dead Rising for the first time, it does release on September 19th on PlayStation 5 and Xbox. One of my most anticipated games of the month is easily The Plucky Squire. This is creativity at its finest. This is an indie game being published by Devolver Digital, and boy, does this game look so special. This game was recently announced to be releasing September 17th after waiting a long time to even see this game again. And this is your 2D, top-down, 3D, mini-games galore type of adventure. And it just looks stunning. There's so many different kind of game genres packed into one. There's so many different ideas being brought to life. And no matter how you look at it, it's colorful, it looks fun, it looks polished, and it just looks like a good time. And I'm super duper excited to play this game. This is really going to be one of those special indie games that almost everybody talks about. I'm almost certain of it, just because of the quality and what this game brings to the table. I am super duper excited for the Plucky Squire releasing on September 17th. If you love epic cinematic stories with awesome fun gameplay, look no further than Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. This game looks insane. You got these insane, bulky, heavy machinery characters in this sci-fi post-apocalyptic world where pretty much the main objective is cause chaos and kill monsters galore. And what more could you really ask for a game like this? It is 3-player co-op, and there are so many enemies on the screen. You do so many cool abilities and so many awesome combat features. This game looks like it's going to be an all-out blast, and that's really all I want from a game like this. I really do think some of the set pieces and some of the camera work and just a lot of the epicness looks special in this game, and I couldn't be more excited to play it on September 9th when it releases on PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom is the next installment in the Legend of Zelda franchise, except this time you're actually playing as Zelda for the first time in the series. Now, Link's Awakening, the remake on the Nintendo Switch, is actually my favorite Legend of Zelda game of all time. And this is basically the same game, but completely new, completely fresh in the modern era with Zelda as the playable character for the first time. This game looks so awesome. The more they show this game, the more just excited and confident I am in this game. It really does look like they put a lot of thought into it, and they really tried to make this as much of a full-on new entry as possible. A lot of people are comparing this to Tears of the Kingdom, just in 2D top-down form, and I can absolutely see that. But nonetheless, if you like Legend of Zelda, if you like puzzle games, if you like adventure games, look no further than Echoes of the Wisdom, because this does seem like it is going to be an awesome, wonderful adventure filled with many surprises and cool gameplay moments that we've yet to see in the Zelda franchise. I'm super duper excited for it to release on September 26th for the Nintendo Switch. But if you know me, and you know what I love, and you know how much I appreciate gaming, look no further than Astrobot. Astrobot is easily my most anticipated game of the month, and this game just looks special. I genuinely do believe this game will be a Game of the Year contender, and it just looks like it could be one of the greatest PlayStation experiences ever. There are so many characters, there are so many awesome level designs, there's so much great platforming, and so many awesome visuals, great music. This game just looks like it is masterpiece material. I am so confident in this game's release, and we're just a mere week away, not even. It comes out September 6th, and it is currently September 1st at the time of recording this. I'm super duper hyped. If you guys are excited for Astrobot as much as I am, let me know in the comments what are some cameos and levels you would like to see in the game. I'm all for it. This game looks special. It comes out September 6th. I'm ready for it. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There are all the games releasing in September 2024. As you can see, there are a lot, and there are some really good ones. I am so excited for what this month has to offer. It genuinely does look, I mean, this is easily probably going to be the best month of the year in terms of releases and just everything happening. And this isn't even including all the different things just outside of game releases happening. There are multiple events that are going to be taking place, like TGS, a possible Sony State of Play. Who knows who else could do something? Nintendo might do something. Ubisoft might do something. There is a lot to look forward to. We might even get the PS5 Pro announcement. There really is a lot happening in this month for gaming, and I couldn't be more excited. Let me know in the comments, what are you most excited for? And thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Johnny Moore out. Peace.